first take 5, which is all about UV light. What is UV light? Why do we need to protect art from it? And how do we achieve that? When we talk about light, what we usually mean is visible light, which is just a tiny part of the electromagnetic spectrum. This spectrum consists of an enormous range of frequencies, and the range that human eyes evolved to see with is quite a small part, stretching from 380 nanometers right through all the colors of the rainbow to just beyond 700 nanometers. To appreciate art, we need this full spectrum of visible light. What we don't need is the UV light present in most light sources, including many man-made light fittings. UV light is invisible to humans. However, within the animal kingdom, this is not always the case. Birds, bees, and even reindeer have all been shown to possess a kind of UV supervision, which scientists believe benefits their courtship and foraging exploits. For the art world, UV light has such destructive potential that it's sometimes called the invisible vandal, carrying out its underhand activities by quietly besieging the artist's materials. This light damage is at its peak during the early years of an artwork's life. Blocking the UV spectrum of light is hugely advantageous for the longevity of the work and substantially helps reduce fading and other degradation processes, the effects of which are both cumulative and irreversible. Standard uncoated glass that is transparent to visible light absorbs, in other words blocks, around 45% UV in total. It is blocking most UVB. This is the small wavelength range that can cause a sunburn, so it's true you can't get sunburn through glass. But around 75% of UVA is transmitted straight through regular glass, and standard acrylic transmits similar levels of UV light. Specialist glass or acrylic glazing applied to the frame of a painting or drawing, or over a sculptural object in a display box, can successfully block UV. Not all UV blocking is the same, either in terms of design, manufacture, or performance. It is important to be aware of these differences so that you can be sure of the level of protection offered. The UV absorption method generates the highest UV block of 99%. Here, UV absorbers are applied as a layer on or between glass or as an additive within an acrylic substrate. The UV reflectance method alters optical reflectance properties by coating the surface and can help to reduce the amount of UV transmission. However, the amount of UV blocked will vary according to the angle of incident light, and this will offer a lower level of protection. In consultation with conservators, Tru Vue engineers all of its UV blocking products to allow light waves to pass through at 380 nanometers, the point at which human eyes can begin to perceive its effects, enabling as full an appreciation of colour and tone in framed artwork as possible for the viewer. It is crucial to note that while damaging UV can be all but eliminated by the right specialist glazing, the visible light we illuminate art with can also cause damage and should be kept to a minimum.